my god! Finally! Oh my god, let's go! Let's go! This is the one S skin I've been after for so long. Oh my god. Give me that. I now have no reason to roll. It will roll. So, 1578. Alright. Let's go. Oh no, I might die! I forgot to heal before I jumped off. I forgot to heal before I jumped off. I'm gonna die. Oh, I need you to pick me up.
I will. You're kind of far, though.
Anyway, just let me rest a while.
Oh no! I did it again! I did it again! I did it again! Without a jump pad, I did it again! I literally just did it again. Oh my god. I did it again. Janky card physics? Oh my god. Wow. No, you're not. Oh.
They are speaking.
We can kill that guy, we can kill the Mila.
No, I'm getting stuck on you guys. Oh my god. Die.
We're getting 2 team at this hour. What
Oh, give me that. No. Yes, I got it.
So you gotta do it fast. Oh, you do it fast.
I've got the Shadow Storm going in.
You don't know how to use that gun, you noob fuck.
Yeah, dude. Watch this.
Watch
this.
and then die. I'm watching.
Oh my goodness. It's the SMC Podcast. We're here. Alright,
Wow.
I gotta hope that the audio balance is not scuffed. Wow. We got the scuffed Mira with his favorite Raven t-shirt. What do you think of your t-shirt, Mira? You think it's quite representative of who you are?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So yeah, the first ever SMC podcast. I tried very hard not to say podcast.
Of course you did.
We're going to be going over a variety of topics, but I think at the start of these podcasts we should go over patch notes first, because I think that'll be good for anyone who wants to just get their scoop on what's coming up for the next update tomorrow. Would be good. I probably should have advertised that the SMC podcast was happening in like Gen Chat. Should I go do that? Should I boot up SMC and be like, hey, the SMC podcast is on?
Let's all do it.
Alright, I'll open. I don't have the redeem codes. We don't have any redeem codes. Which makes me curious. If we ever come across redeem codes that we know will be valid, we should probably like have those on hand. That'd be great. That'd be great. And maybe if we
There's
get
one
popular
available.
enough- Oh, what is it?
It's 4th anniversary.
Oh, right, that one.
Does it work on PC?
Yeah, it works.
Oh, okay. Post it and I'll put in the stream title. No, ad breaks. No, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to sit through an ad and coming in a minute. All right. We'll just do redeem. 4th anniversary in SMC.
You get 1 chromatic ticket for Rico.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I never claimed that on mobile. I'm gonna claim that on
Yeah.
mobile real quick. Yeah, give me. I'm claiming this on mobile. Well, I can't believe you didn't tell me about it. Well, you probably did. I probably just forgot.
I forgot about it too.
So yeah, we'll go over the patch notes in a moment. So, do you have any? Are you willing to use any of your speakerphone things in SMC to announce the SMC podcast?
Sure.
Yeah, right now I'm currently loading into SMC on mobile, so let me. Do you want to open PC version on your account and do the megaphone thing, or should I do it on your account?
You should do it.
All right, TCNO, my
Steam is
beloved.
Steam is giving me issues.
Wow. Oh,
Wow.
TCNO is giving me issues. Tell me to use the normal Steam account switcher. But yeah, I guess to get things rolling for a little bit here, Mira, what do you know of the upcoming mech?
Nothing.
Oh wait, we got an ad break. Let's go! Perfectly timed ad break. Perfectly timed ad break. Unless you're a sub, and then. So you know nothing about the new mech?
I know a few things.
What do you know about
That is a doom light that has a bubble.
it?
Horse.
It's a horse, yeah. That's all I know.
So, I mean, I'm sure everyone's seen that we've got Lancelot coming very soon. Literally, was it tomorrow? Should be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not a lot is known based off of the fact that nobody here speaks Chinese. Maybe we get in contact with Hams. Be like, Hams, SMC Podcast needs your help.
I mean, he's online right now.
Yeah, well, it's a little too late. We've already got our commissioned translation from Google.
Next time we will ask Hams.
Alright, so you know that has a bubble now. Oh my goodness, the SMC audio just got 10 times louder. Alright,
Oh my god.
so real quick, Willie, what are your hopes that this mech will be like?
Well, definitely more versatile and not a TDM-oriented mech.
So what do you mean by that? Like what are you hoping for that'll make it more of like a versatile versus TDM?
Well, essentially, I just hope that you can use it anywhere and have lots of fun with it.
What about you, Mira? What are you hoping for this new mech? Babushka's speaking facts.
Hopeful
Yeah,
is that it won't end like NK.
what where it's like really slow and boring to play and very tanky and annoying to fight. I
I
feel like
wouldn't say NK is annoying to fight, rather that it's just underused and never gets used pretty much.
NK can be annoying to fight, although I guess it's come from the perspective of a generic Gabriel player.
But you talk to someone that plays Firefox and TDM. So for
Yeah,
me it's
that
not
is
annoying.
true. Let me say that at the SMC podcast at TTV, TTV/Niawis in the mobile community, they're gonna eat me alive. They're like, I don't care. They're gonna be like L streamer. I'm like, dang, understandable. All right, let me claim the good old 4th anniversary redeem code before it's too late. Gift button. I hate mobile keyboards.
Oh, I getcha.
They're so bad. It's you know that actually. Hold on, I'm gonna do a roll. I'm gonna do a roll on my phone. You hear my SMC on my phone?
Yeah.
Alright, we're going with the chromatic ball. I'm using 1 ticket. You think I'm gonna get an S?
You're
Yeah.
gonna get Rico.
Alright, here we go. It's a blue. Alright, that concludes
This
the
is also
so
podcast.
sad.
Anyways, let me go ahead and close this now. Let me close the app so it doesn't kill my phone while it's on idle. So, anyways, let's go ahead and go into the meat and potatoes of the upcoming update tomorrow. I haven't looked at the patch notes today. Save them for the podcast. So we'll go ahead and do that. Before we do it, I was going to ask if you think anyone got nerfed or buffed in this update.
Always know for about someone.
Yeah, but who?
I think Death Knell needs a huge buff.
It's a huge nerf.
I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at these patch notes and see what we've got. Please don't be really loud. I'm just gonna mute it again just in case it unmutes it. Alright. Dear player, to bring you an improved gaming experience, yada yada yada. Time limited crossover. Alright, the crossover's coming out. I forgot about the
Yeah.
crossover.
With Joanna and Purity.
Yeah, I don't know why it was Purity. I guess we could talk about the crossover a little bit before we get into the patch notes themselves. What exactly is a crossover again? Is it another NetEase game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big Chinese. It's really famous in Chinese. The game, like in China.
What is it named?
I forgot.
Do you remember what it's
Well,
called,
Welcome to
Willie?
China, Alice.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it could be. Wait, is it only a Chinese game? Does it not have anything overseas?
It exists in global.
Oh, it's just that nobody knows what it is.
No, like I think it's more played than SMC, but no one really talks about it.
So they're hoping that this crossover will bring people to SMC.
It most likely will in China, but most likely not in global.
Welcome to the stream, Fosto. It's the SMC Podcast. Hopefully this happens every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If it doesn't, I will be very sad. Anyways, so a crossover. Let's go ahead and go into the... Yeah, Mira sound kind of different here. It's because Mira activated podcast mode.
True.
So, new Mecha Lancelot arrives in Mecha City. As a knight mech developed to patrol the border and maintain law and order in the local area, Lancelot is capable of extremely agile movements and has a strong, indestructible defense system, allowing it to perform exceptionally well in long-distance raids and when defending battlefronts. Lancelot has an armed and onslaught mode. In armed mode, that's a weird thing to say. In armed mode, Lancelot's lance Glory. Oh, hey, does the translation have glory in it?
Yeah.
Okay. An assault lance made of special alloy that can be powered up can shoot powerful pulse beams rapidly from its tip to continuously strike its enemies. In onslaught mode, Lancelot gains a massive movement speed bonus and can attack enemies with stomping charge or joust. Now, I'm actually kind of hyped to see what this is going to be like. Like, do you think maybe Lancelot might be able to go as fast as Ranger or faster?
Pre-nerf Ranger.
Will it be pre-nerf Ranger? What do you think, Willie? Do you think it'll be as fast or slower, or maybe faster?
I would hope at least as fast.
It looked fast in a video. I don't know if do we have a video?
Might
you
be on
want.
the Billy.
Okay, let's see. I don't navigate the Billy website, so
Wait,
I'll
if
just send the
the
link.
mech comes out tomorrow,
Oh, here we go. I
then
think
it
I
should
got
be
it.
already out
Yeah.
on China.
Alright, so I don't think this video will have audio. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Let's see if I can get this video to have audio here. Let's go with this. and it's Billy, so we're gonna have scuffed quality either way. Let me
Yeah.
unmute it. Is it gonna be okay? It's really loud. All right. Let me see. The application audio. Here we go. Firefox. So let me lower the volume for it on stream. I don't want to heckin' murder everyone watching this. Okay, so I haven't looked at it. Kind of hyped for it though. It is the Doomlight. It does have the Doomlight shield.
That looks great.
Oh my goodness, it's faster than Ranger. Yo, it's faster than Ranger. That's gonna be hype. Oh, this mech is gonna be hype.
Mm.
And it's got that shield.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Wait, like the shield's like a 1v1 arena. It's like having like a 1v1 arena. That's great. That's awesome. Oh, please don't autoplay a video. Please don't autoplay a video. Alright, so honestly, exceeded my expectations with that video. Ranger.
Mhm.
Wait. Oh, is this going to be the new rat mech?
Perhaps.
A red mech that can defend himself. What the fuck?
Can
like-
run away and can shield itself.
Wait, but here's the interesting part that I think about Lancelot is it's actually the counter to snipers. Because if you isolate your duels with like a 2v2 or even a 3v2, the sniper's not going to be able to do anything. And so you get to have like a 3v2 against like maybe a Firefox and I don't know, a JoJo. We'll go like that. And if they have like a Gabriel, Snow Mirage, or Pulsar playing back, they're not going to be able to shoot any of those shots inside that bubble. So this is kind of acting like a anti-sniper, which is quite
Yeah.
nice. What do you think?
Solo squad mech.
It also,
Uh,
yeah.
There's a chance, yeah.
Does that is that a good or is that a I hate everything
No more Aurora.
I see.
Yeah, it's actually just. I think it's good, but also we'll see how it is.
It's going to be very cringe. What do the viewers think of Lancelot from that video that we just watched? I'll have you know it's not vodka, it's improvised water. See, it's blue. It's not vodka colored anymore. It's blue. That means it's water. Or if you want to get really creative, it could be blueberry juice.
Mouthwash.
I actually love mouthwash. I drink it every single day. Probably my favorite. Like him a lot. I thought he was going to be a slower. I was hoping he was going to be fast. So I'm actually quite happy about how fast he looks.
He's
What-
gonna be gaming.
What do you two think about the speed of the mech?
I think it's great, especially for a little lance mech.
Now, I wonder when the projectiles will despawn. Because, like, you've seen how it can shoot. I wonder if it'll be kind of like how the bunnies, the Benoys, carrots detonate pretty soon. Like, they don't reach their target all the way. Oh, question for Mira. What do you think of the shield, Mira, for Lancelot? What do you think of the shield?
Pretty cool.
That's it? That's it?
It feels like an Apex shield
It's like an
or Overwatch. Apex.
an Apex shield. I've never played
Yeah.
Overwatch.
In Overwatch, there's a character that literally has the same shield.
Oh, hello, Corruption. Yes, the podcast, the SMC Podcast. So you think it's a good shield, a good change, or a bad, or not change, rather a good addition or a bad addition? What are your predictions?
It's gonna be more annoying to fight than Doomlight and NK Shield.
So here's one thing that I'm thinking of is you get Petra mines, right? Lancelot can shut down one of the side lanes entirely by making it so you can't shoot through it. And
Luckily, luck
Oh.
exists.
Yeah.
yeah, like a whole side lane can just be denied. And you don't even have to fight it. Like, here's the thing. If Lancelot could just place it and then leave and forget about it, what's stopping a Lancelot from, like, placing just a massive wall in one lane that everyone just has to forget about?
What I want to see is how luck goes against it. Like how the hunt treats it.
That is actually an interesting thing because it might actually just go through. Because you know how Skylark's hunt goes through the force field of spawns, anyways? Yeah, that's possible. Hello, not Rodian. It's not Rody. Continue, Mira.
Like for NK, it doesn't go through it, but for Doomlight it does. So I want to see how it treats it. If it goes through, it would be good on Petra mines. So even if the Lancelot shields, the Skylar can still counter it.
Thank you for the follow, Corruption. I appreciate it very much. Also, yeah, that's true. Now I do have a question for you, Wowie, about the shield. Do you think AP Energy Cannon can go through it? Do you think Death Knell orbs can go through it?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because if it can, Death Knell is going to be even more annoying. And, well, Gabriel is Gabriel, so you know. All right. Well, any other thoughts you might want to add to this topic, or should we move on to the patch notes?
Well, I'm just wondering about the shield and if it will have health and how long it'll stay.
Here's the thing: they didn't show the shield taking damage, and since projectiles can't go through, whether it be from the inside or out, they might not want it to take damage. But if they do have it to where it does take damage, that could lead to, like, for example, if like your teammates are stuck in the bubble and they want like a support sniper, they can focus on attacking the shield first just to get it destroyed, and then have the like Gabriel, Snow, or Pulsar help from the distance. Let's see, what was this? Oh, Mira, you're giving spoilers inside of our patch notes here. What the heck?
It's the next thing.
What the heck? We're not done yet. Alright, well, Mira's giving us spoilers, but we've got the new pet system.
It's the most interesting thing in the patch notes.
Yeah, it was announced at the concert.
Yeah, didn't you remember? Come on, Mira. It wasn't even a concert. It was like the SMC podcast before the SMC podcast was made.
It was like a conference.
Yeah. No, it's
We
the
were
SMC
baited
podcast.
so hard.
I came for a concert, but all I saw was talking.
So, let me go ahead and zoom in here. New pet system is now available. After a pet is obtained and equipped, you will follow it, interact with players in the lobby and in matches. Upgrade pets to unlock new appearances and actions. Pets do not affect the fairness of PvP battles as they do not grant additional effects or stat buffs. That's really good. The first pet, Cluck, will soon be available in the new time-limited event. Get your first adorable pet now. Do you think that's going to be the one that's inside the Firefox?
Probably.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. So new pet system. honestly, I was hoping it would turn out this way. When they talked about it in in the little conference, they made it sound like it was going to be pay to win garbage. Like, did they not say things like the pet could help you find somebody?
I don't remember, but it might have extra functionality in the upcoming PvE mode.
Mmm.
They
Yeah.
did show the chicken fighting.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I don't know how much they're going to cost. Hopefully, they won't cost too much. Um, what is it going to look like when you're gliding?
Early they
Are they
will
going to have
cost
a?
only 100.
What's going to cost 100?
Surely they will only cost $100.
That's true. That's true. At least. Oh, thank you guys for the hydrate. I didn't really tell anyone else to have drinks in case of hydrates, but Mira and Woey, if you have
I have tea.
let's go. Do you have anything, Woey?
Water.
Well, it's perfect for a hydrate. So that means you better drink up, Woey.
Just did.
Wow, we did it! The triple hydrate. That'll be 300 channel points. Thank you very much. Anyway, um, yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like pets in like combat might be a bad thing because they could just. What if they stick out through the wall like the Vita accessories? They just
Yeah,
expose you. You think they're gonna get killed?
I surely hope not.
You think I could pit shot Cluck?
The thought of it makes me laugh.
I'm gonna pit shot Cluck.
Just imagine you pitch-shotting a pet.
Let's move on to Lancelot's special training. Complete missions to claim the updated mech pack and chance to directly get the new mech from the Lancelot. Usual stuff. Thanks for the posture check, Yazerks. And then we got backtracking journey. Accumulate top-ups during the event to get lots of great gifts, including Demon Knife Girl's Ecliptic Meander animated avatar frame, flashing blades, and other exclusive rewards. In other words, spend
It's
all
the
your money.
crossover. Yeah.
Visitor
got
from
an-
another world. Wait, was that what we?
Uh, just saying, you can spend 200 to get an animated Joanna avatar.
Yeah, I love Joanna avatars. My favorite. I hate them. Anyways, visitor from another world. Players can get paper dolls by encountering Sakurako in Battle Royale mode or from the rewards for winning matches in Team Deathmatch mode. Paper dolls can be exchanged to draw crossover exclusive emoji and many other gifts. So is this kind of like the Merfolk event?
I think so.
Where you just kind of
Pretty much.
destroy stuff and get stuff? I see. Oh,
Just with the addition that you can gain it from winning TDM.
yeah. Mecha adjustments. This is the meat and potatoes. Death Knell. Oh, we're getting spicy. Adjusted the damage conversion percentage of the Bloodthirst core module from 30% to 20%.
This
Oh.
is so sad.
That's such a needed nerf.
Adjust the shield restoration effect of the extract defense module from 30, 45, 60 to 30, 40, and 50. Okay.
Death
That's
Note's
good
getting
nerfs.
nerfed.
That's it for Death
I
Knell.
agree with them. I agree with those nerfs.
Pulsar adjusted the bombardment width of enhanced recharge attack mode from
Oh my
from
goodness.
15, 25, 35 to 20, 30, and 40. Oh my goodness. Yeah, truly.
Damn.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Rava. I forgot to put alerts on here. I'm just gonna quickly add the alert box in here. Thank you for the sub, Rava. I really appreciate it.
Good point, boss, though. They're buffing Pulsar
Yeah.
for the SS.
That's what I was about to say. Is Pulsar like they always over buff like a upcoming SS? Okay, so Pulsar. Oh gosh. Okay, adjusted the bonus explosion range of enhanced recharge attack module from 1.5, 2 meters. Yo, thank you, Rody. Yo, we got a Prime Gaming sub. Oh my hoofness. I can't believe I just said oh my hoofness on stream. It's over. Adjusted the bonus explosion range of the enhanced recharge attack module from 1.5, 2 meters to 1.25, 1.75, 2.25 meters. That's actually not that big, but still could be cringe.
Yeah.
Adjusted the spread and fall off of the precise pulse attack module from 20%, 30%, 40% to 25%, 35%, and 45%. So, okay, yeah, this confirms the SS Pulsar. There's no way that this doesn't happen. No need for Pulsar buffs. Pulsar is overperformed in the right hand so many times where it's just unbearable. It doesn't even have to be in the right hand, so you just have to press a button and most of the time you'll be fine. But yeah, let's see. Dreadwolf adjusted the shield restoration effect of the ion barrier defense module from 50, 75, 100 to 50, 65, and 80. That's actually kind of a good change because, I mean, you could just kind of dash instantly with Dreadwolf when you're about to die and you just live forever. Adjusted the slow effect of the shock interference defense module from 8%, 12%, 16% to 6%, 10%, 14%. So Dreadwolf got nerfed. And Pulsar got super buffed. Why, I don't know, but Pulsar did get super buffed. What do you think of those two mechs being changed? We'll go with you first, Wowie.
They nerfed my death knell.
You didn't even play Death Knell.
Yeah. But still. It's Order of the Dark Sword.
That is true. Mira, what is your opinion of just the nerfs in general of what's happened in this patch?
The definitely no. I feel like it's very well deserved. Like the core module was way too broken, and it's still gonna be strong.
What about the shield
And, like-
restoration? I think the shield restoration module, that shield like value, like I feel like Death Knell's shield is just so pointless where you shouldn't even care about it.
Yeah. It's like he shoots very fast, so he extracts a lot of shield.
Yeah.
It
So,
should have been a way, way higher nerf than just 10 by 10.
yeah, it is quite literally just, let's see, 30. I mean, I guess it's by 15 when it comes to like the weird scaling, because before it was like 15 increments, now it's 10. But yeah, I get what you mean. What about your opinion on the Pulsar buffs that have unfortunately been bestowed upon us?
Judging of how mobile pros of players are, that's definitely not needed. But it's most likely gonna be in an SS.
Yeah,
It makes zero sense.
I was playing mobile earlier on emulator. Gross, cringe. Anyways, I was playing it earlier, and I went up against a Pulsar player. I don't remember who, but it was Gabriel indeed, not Rody. I agree, Gabriel indeed. But yeah, I was going against Pulsar, and they're actually pretty good. I wish I remembered their name. I would have just been like, yeah, this person's pretty decent Pulsar. They had, what was it, S plus Pulsar? Is it S plus or is it?
Yeah, S plus.
Yeah,
it's
they had S plus Pulsar, and they were schmoovin'. And part of me wonders if it's like, because it makes me wonder if the physics on PC with Pulsar are different, because the Pulsars on mobile move a lot faster than they do on PC, which makes me wonder if it's one of those things that, like, Arthur's blades move faster on mobile than they do on PC. Have you noticed that, Mira?
I compared Skylark. Like, Skylark is twice as fast as on Steam. Like, everything feels way faster.
Have you noticed anything like that, Woey?
Well, yeah, Arthur's definitely faster.
It's like I guess Pulsar just cracked or something. Mobile players hitting different. Um, but yeah, like mobile Pulsar players are a different breed. I think Zenshin would get shredded.
So true.
All right, let's go ahead and look at some adjustments and optimizations, which is one. Fixed an issue that caused the railings of the city.
What is that? That's yeah. That totally tells me what the issue is.
Oh, is a sound alert not? It's not inside the heckin' browser. Don't worry. I'll play your sound alert for you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you. Let me just add the sound alerts in here. There you go. Just for you, Rody. Got you your laugh track. My donation link is broken. Well, thank you for telling me. I never looked because I don't actually care about money. So, yeah. So I'll look into that. But so I guess that concludes it for the patch notes for now. Generally, how do you feel about those patch notes? Like, do they satisfy you? Are they disappointing? Oh,
Well,
okay.
we're getting a crossover, which is neat, and we're getting pets, which is also neat. We're getting a new mech. So I'd say this was a good update.
What about you, Mira?
Getting a horse. That's all I need.
You're getting a horse. That's all you need. That's your response.
Yeah, and the Daphne nerf is good. I'm interested to see the pet system.
What do
I
you
want to.
what do you think it's going to be like?
I don't know. Like it says it interacts with the player in the lobby and it will follow you around even in matches. So I want to see what exactly you can interact with it.
Are they finally gonna make the lobby more interactive?
What if they give you like little pen for your little silly creature to sit in?
Oh right, where would it be?
Maybe on the
There's
right.
quite a lot of space over in the back.
Yeah, in the back is a lot of space. On the right is literally a space that looks like could be a mirror, but isn't one. So that could be
Yeah.
changed. Yeah, it's actually a perfect size. Let me screenshot it.
I fixed the donation link. It's because I used my old Twitch username. So,
If you look at the screenshot, that would be a perfect place for like a for
Yeah.
pet.
let me go ahead and pull
If
this
they-
up on the stream here. Good old screenshot. I mean, yeah. I mean, this mirror doesn't even have any functionality, does it? Like, this is supposed to be a mirror, right here, but it's not. This.
Yeah, it's supposed to be one, but it doesn't work at all. So they
Also,
could use that space.
What if the pet sits in the chair
the chair at
on
the
the
back.
little hologram? Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Oh, that
if
would be
you
cool.
look behind me, actually, I'm about to break the immersion of everyone watching the stream right now. If you look at the area behind me, there's actually a chair right there, right where the Gabriel's spinning. That's what Woey means by maybe the La Creatura will be at the chair, which I honestly think would be actually a really good place to liven up the lobby a bit. I really wish that they had the old lobbies. I don't think there's a single person I've met who likes the new lobbies.
Uh, they already have like a lobby change system. They should just re-add the old lobbies for like a few crystals, so you can just buy them and use them.
Yeah, I mean, I think what would also be nice is I feel like a lot of mobile games nowadays have so many customization features for like the lobbies that you're in, and SMC is just lacking in that. Like you've got a theme and that's it. I mean, you've got your mech that you have your skin on, but that's not really like up to you on like furniture or anything. Like other games have like dorm systems at this point. Um, Whoa, you play that one quirky Snowbreak game. Do they have any type of furniture system for their dorm system?
Uh, I mean, technically, but it's not really that customizable.
Is it like you buy like the chair and it appears in a predetermined place?
Yeah.
See, but here's the thing: SMC doesn't even have that type of thing, and I think it'd be great for it to have that.
Purchase with meow tokens.
Yeah, the Meow token purchases. There's like nothing about Meow tokens. You get one like lobby theme, and then you have nothing else. Like, what is there to care about? Like, oh, I got the Mila themed lobby. Do I buy anything else? No. What reason do you have to other than 100%ing the game?
What about your mech poses and your lobby background music?
But those are just like for like in-game stuff, though.
I feel like they need to like revamp the Meow store a bit. Like add way more things. Like it's pretty much not like useless, but it's just mainly just used for poses now.
Yeah.
That's literally the entire point of the thing. It's just mecha poses.
I like. I kind of wish like the mecha poses had like animations to them. Like you know how like JoJo, like the default pose has animations, and like all the new mechs lately have been having like animations on the end result screen of TDM. Like I know that it's technically just a bug with how they've implemented it, but like the poses go from having like a lively animation, like even on like the result screen of VR, like a, a lot of mechs, if not all of them, have animations for the end screen, and then if you have a mech pose, it just completely overrides that and makes it boring. They just stay still in one frame. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
Why do we let ourselves settle for mid content? You know, I'm actually curious. Do you think they'll add another sniper mech anytime soon?
uh, I don't know. I mean, it has been a while since our last sniper mech, which was Snow Mirage.
Yeah.
We've had JoJo, Skyfall, Akashic, Tempest, the Moonrabbit, Gorilla Hunter, Death Knell since then.
Dreadwolf as well.
Right.
Did you mention Skyfall already?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Dreadwolf in there. Got the Gorilla Hunter in there. I feel like there's one more that's missing from that list, but I think that's just me being silly.
That
But yeah.
should be all of them.
Okay, what type of sniper should they add? That's a question for me. I think. Mm, I don't know. It's kind of tough because I feel like with Gabriel, Snow Mirage, and Raven, they kind of covered most of the bases for like sniper playstyles. But I mean, they could kind of go for like maybe a DMR type of sniper that shoots kind of like Gabriel, but doesn't have a charge function. And so can shoot really fast, doesn't have a charge, has consistent damage, and then maybe could have a form switch similar to Snow Mirage, maybe, where you've got like a secondary that you switch to. Maybe that would be interesting enough for SMC. You could also add like one thing I like is the way that GM Sniper plays in Gundam Evo, because you get like a little bounce pad that you can throw down. And I think actually, now that I mentioned that, the snipers that you have don't have ways to, like, the only sniper that can provide utility to your team is Snow Mirage by putting grenades in places where people will go. But other than that, like, Gabriel just has repositioning stuff, and Raven has repositioning stuff in close range. I think what would be a good thing is maybe kind of look at Gundam Evo and how they handle the GM Sniper, where it just places a bounce pad somewhere that people can use. Don't give it the same strength as a normal bounce pad, maybe half the strength of a bounce pad. So that way you can help your teammates with, maybe you can strategize around your sniper, be like, okay, we're on Petra Mines. Let's put a bounce pad in front of the giant wall in front of our spawn so we can get to the side quicker. Like, just like miniature things like that. I think that would be a bit more neat to have. Well, what do you
That would
guys think?
definitely be neat.
Yeah, like, and even if it's not like that, like, what about like a sniper that? Oh no, we've got an ad. What about like a sniper that is kind of like uh kind of like Anna from Overwatch, where they can heal you and then they can do damage, but their damage isn't really that big of a deal. So like
Yeah.
a healing sniper that restores shield after hitting your target. I know that in Overwatch, I believe Anna heals more if you hit a headshot with her healing. I believe so. I mean, I could be wrong. Pretty sure that's what I remember though. Um,
Lightning sniper from gunfire.
yeah. This actually makes that is actually. What if they? No, that's not vodka rub. I already talked about this. It's blueberry juice, okay, or water. It's blueberry or water, okay. But, anyways, Robin, do you have any questions you might want to ask any of us here? You're banned from asking questions. Well, that sucks. Maybe next time you should pass the Vita quiz. Alright, answer the question, Wowie.
Between you and me, yeah, it is.
It's not even my 21st birthday yet. I can't do. It has to be blueberry first. I can't. It's blueberry. 18 is the legal drinking age in UK. I know where we're moving.
For Germany, it's 16.
Oh, I know where I'm moving. Pack your bags while we were going to Germany and UK.
Wow.
Gotta have that Wiener Schnitzel. And the fish and chips. Two delicacies from Japan. So, let's go ahead and talk about some lore stuff. So, Wowie, you're kind of the resident lore individual. Do I think Lancelot's pilot is British? Yes, I think Lancelot's pilot is going to be British. Like, there's no way it's not British. She's gonna be like,
Matilda? Yeah.
yeah. She's gonna be like, the cavalry's here. And it's gonna be like, oh, like Tracer from Overwatch. And it'll be like, oi, bruv, Lancelot, get over here. And then she goes into Lancelot, and then there it is. That's what's gonna happen. That's her voice line. I leaked it. I'm sorry. So, should we talk about some lore stuff? How are you feeling about that?
Absolutely.
All right, so you're gonna have to be our tour guide for some lore stuff. I hope you don't mind.
I don't.
Let
I
me-
shall be your tour guide for the evening.
All right, so we've got ourselves our neat little thing here. So, where do you wanna start us off at?
Well, let's start with the pilot, shall we?
Yeah.
This is Matilda. She's 20 years old, 172 centimeters in height. Her birthday is on June 1st, and she's a Silver Knight of the Karma Knights.
So, what do you know about the Karma Knights?
So, the Karma Knights were the border patrol, essentially,
The
for
Karma Knights? No, the Karma Knights. The Karma Knights.
the Karma Knights were essentially the border patrol for this little place called Kosor. I'm not sure if that's how you actually pronounce it.
How do you
We-
spell it?
We don't have anything to go off of.
Or how
This.
does Google tell you to spell it? Okay. Croissant. Gotcha. So continue.
And it's a place adjacent to Ferrante. And for
Now-
those of you not in the know,
Yeah.
Ferrante is where Villar and Snow Mirage are from. It was absolutely destroyed during the Singularity War, as the origin of the war was actually really, really close by.
So, when you see origin of the war, what do we know about the origin of it? Like, I know you mentioned like it's like AI and all that, but like, what do you mean by origin?
By origin, I mean the place it started at. In this case, it would be the AI HQ.
Wow, artificial intelligence isn't very good at naming stuff. Could have like named it
Yeah.
Megatron headquarters or something.
So this AI HQ is located near Ferrante, which led to it falling really quickly. As you all know, Villar is the sole surviving member of her little squadron. And her country, well, it collapsed.
This is so sad. So, do we have any information on why Kosar didn't collapse? Like,
In a way, it did.
what happened?
But so essentially, there was a bit of a little situation in the region.
Mhm.
We don't know what kind of situation it was, only that it led to Kosar collapsing, which then meant that the Karma Border Knights were taken, merged
Yeah.
into the military.
I
The
see.
military wanted to send Lancelot to the center of the Korsor region as a little trophy. But the Singularity War broke out, and those plans were, well, foiled.
Alright, I will have to be right back real quick. It won't take long, but if you'd like, you can keep talking about the lore. It shouldn't take me long at all.
Okie dokie. And the military, after learning that Ferrante had collapsed, asked the Karma Border Knights to defend the Kossor border. And so they did. They did it to protect the civilians, to let them retreat, flee, escape, as the AI Legion was coming. Without any reinforcements, they stood their ground. Many, many of them perished. But they did it.
I
They
came back at a
managed
very
to
hard hitting part. What the heck? Go on.
they managed to hold back the AI forces long enough for all the civilians to retreat. And those civilians who survived, who escaped, calls them the Miracle Shield.
See, so which may actually that actually makes me curious. So the Singularity War was an AI war, right?
Yeah.
Do we know if the PVE war or PVE war? Do we know if the PVE is going to be in the future or the Singularity War itself?
Uh, we're not sure, but we're assuming that it's going to be during the Singularity War, so we get more
War.
information on it.
It looks to be that way because I mean they're unnamed mechs, like if you see in the Firefox SS video.
Yeah. All we know is that there is one flying AI mech called Hummingbird.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
does it do?
Uh, we don't
Don't
really
know.
know.
Is it
All we
just
know
one of
from
the
that
few things
is,
that's been named?
yeah, few AI mechs that was actually name dropped with Skyfall's release.
I see. Mira, what do you know about lore? Do you know anything? Oh, Mira's dead.
Uh,
Oh, he's
No,
back.
I'm here. I know a few things. Like I'm interested in the lore, but just hard to really,
Wrap your head around it.
yeah, like put everything together and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, where does Lancelot come into the lore that we have?
Lancelot was actually used by the head of the Karma Knights.
The Carmen Knights?
Yeah.
I can't believe Rava got a whole faction named after her. So, what was it used? Do we know much about how its uses were, or like?
During normal day-to-day things, it was just used for border patrol. But it did come in handy during the Singularity War when they had to defend the border.
I tried so hard not to say defend the universe. For those of you that don't know, Defend the Universe is a very awesome Roblox game that I totally don't have ties in development for.
Sure.
Yeah, that's just not me at all. I didn't do that. um, so do we know anything more about Matilda?
We do, we do. I the way I would describe her is the Serena of Korsor.
What, she's like wholesome 100?
Yeah.
She
Everyone knows
likes
her,
gardening,
everyone
right?
loves her.
She like gardening?
Yeah.
Wow, this truly is Serena. What the heck? Serena, but British.
And as news of Alpha City made its rounds to Korsor, the old knights, the retired Karma Knights, were excited about the Mecha League. And they asked Matilda to participate
Why
on
couldn't they
their
do it
behalf.
themselves?
Because they were too old.
It seems pretty lame to me. How can you be too old? Now they're just signing up an innocent young girl for death. I'm even curious. So the Mecha League, like, is there any death, or is it just does someone just get hurt enough to where the balloon transportation device kicks in, and then you're like, okay, goodbye.
We don't actually know much about the league.
Based? Does that mean we're going to be in the preseason of the league? We're playing through
Who
the
knows?
preseason right now.
That would be pretty neat, actually.
Yeah. So, what exactly is the relationship between Matilda and Lancelot?
Uh, when Matilda accepted the little invitation to the league, the
Mhm.
knights gave her Lancelot for her to use.
See.
As Matilda showed a lot of qualities that a knight would have. And I think it's pretty neat, since Lancelot was used by the head knight.
So, I mean, that is actually pretty neat. So, it's also kind of weird, like there's like knights in mech land, like it's mech super advanced time, and we still got knights roaming around. So what what can you say regarding Matilda's background, like as a whole? Like I know you kind of summed it up as Serena, but what makes you say that she's like Serena?
Well, with the similarities that she's a kind uh, person who loves to help others, who is loved by everyone, and who does her best to take care of everyone, much like Serena has in the Restoration Project, for her little town that got destroyed during the Singularity War.
Which also reminds me. So, uh, I'm wondering if I should save any of like the potential spoiler stuff, like what me and you know of when we kind of like looked into like the what was it like a just the unpacked SMC. I'm wondering if I should save some of the things that we know of for like a spoiler warning stream, just in case. Like,
Perhaps.
yeah, I think like because I would bring up something about Serena, but I don't want to like spoil anything if it
Yeah.
comes up as anything major. So we'll save that for like a spoiler podcast if people are interested in that. By the way, for those of you who are just tuning in or haven't seen the messages regarding the from the bot, and also maybe just YouTube viewers, um, we're going to be trying to do these podcasts every Wednesday. Um, should be around this time every Wednesday, although we might do it earlier or later, just depending on how the days go or if we feel like we have to. Um, but I will be uploading all of these to YouTube, so if anyone's watching this on YouTube, hello, YouTube people. Say hi to the YouTube people.
Hello.
All right, Mira, say hi to the YouTube people. That's rude.
Hello.
You gotta say them. You gotta say hello in German to the German viewers.
No,
That's
I
German.
forgot how to speak. I forgot how to speak German. I'm sorry.
I see you're not very comfortable with speaking German. I see
no.
must have to go back to school.
Yeah,
Don't
maybe.
worry. Japan has some good German courses. So, anyways, I'll just speak German for Mira. German words here. There you go. Congratulations. Now the German viewers
Wow.
are now included. But yeah, going to try to do this every Wednesday. I want to refrain from looking at the patch notes. Although, I don't know. Maybe. What do you think? Like the viewers can also put in their opinions on this when it comes to me asking if we should look at the patch notes before the stream just to see what it's about, or after, or like during the stream. Like, what do you two think? Do you think it would be better to leave the patch notes as a surprise, or do you think we should just read them as they come out?
And for me, giving them as a surprise would be better.
Yeah. I
Alright.
like surprises.
I don't like surprises. They nerfed Gabriel. I can't do my funny Gabriel close range stuff as much. Like the nerf hits pretty hard. I didn't think it hit that hard. Well, actually, I think I did think it would hit that hard. But it hits too hard.
Does it, though? You kinda did destroy a Van to close range.
We don't talk about that. That was a mobile player. Mobile players
You
did have a
also
chance.
kinda pitch shot him.
I don't know what a pet shot is, okay? I have an idea. We can also have a viewer submissions for videos. Get some exposure to some videos if they want it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just have
Yeah.
snippets of up to like 2 minutes. Be like, all right, we got a video submission from Rava. Top 10 reasons why I quit SMC. What the heck? This list is just exoprimal. I can't believe it. Oh, yeah, Rava loves her dinos. Rava, what is actually, maybe we should start with our controversial topic. I mean, I'm still open to going back to the lore thing, but I kind of want to go into the controversial topic here. The state of the PC community. Now, for the mobile players, they might not quite know how rough it is for PC at the moment, and that actually explains why there's more emulator players coming to mobile at the same time, me included. I have no shame. I understand if I'll get hate for that, but I want to be honest. I don't really care. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. But anyways, state of the PC clients. Right now, I believe we're going to be in like NA's peak. Is it? Can we look at Steam charts?
Yeah, it should be around peak time now.
Super Mecha Champions. I would open this up on SteamDB, but the chart is going to be a lot more readable on this.
Fair enough.
So, past 7 days. So when the game first came out, it was booming. Let me go ahead and full screen this right here. So when the game first came out, it was booming. 2,285 people, 376 24-hour peak, which is actually, I think that's
No. Asia.
Yeah, that's just Asia going ham. So I'll explain these little peaks right here. So 400 players, 350, 400. These peaks are about when a lot of Asia players are getting online, and a lot of early bird US players are getting on. Now, I would say I don't really have like the data to necessarily back this up, but I can kind of estimate from what I've experienced that I would say 70 to 80% of this peak is Asia. And the reason I say that is because when you log in on US at this hour, if you look at the spectate screen, it'd be extremely difficult to find like 2 rows of players playing online at the same time during this time. And so this is like 8 in the morning for me. I believe this goes off my local time. I would hope so. Um, and
Yeah,
does-
it does.
this does go in line with Asia's peak hours. Then it starts falling off at 11, and then Asia dies at around this time, so 1 p.m. for the American people. And then now we're just stuck in the U.S. server. But this whole peak right here is solely Asia. Like, the game is doing fine in Asia. This is U.S. server. It's not even much of a peak for the U.S. server. I mean, look at this.
It just
Yeah.
looks consistent. It doesn't really have a peak.
Yeah, this is when all the Asia players get on. And then they're like, oh, I've had enough of my game. And they go offline, and then it restarts. And then this dip right here is probably when both servers are dead, where Asia's not hopping on, neither is US server. 176. And then this is where Asia starts climbing up. I've played at these times before on Asia, and I would say it's slow, but this is actually how it is in the US server constantly. Now in Asia, so in Asia, it's pretty easy to get 4 squad games, maybe even 5 squad games. I'm pretty sure everyone here can confirm that that's a thing that we ran into when we play Asia.
Yeah.
And on PC, like on US, it's, for me, when I play, me and Wowie, and sometimes if Mira's ever around, we get like 1 squad a game, and that's after leaving like 8 bot matches in a row. I had my stream on for SMC when I started streaming again for an hour before we actually got a player match, and it's actually brutal. Now, when it comes to playing on mobile, we have players like 2 squads, maybe even 5 squads every other game, or like no, 2 squads at the minimum, maybe 1 squad just randomly because we're not like super gamer ranked. But generally it's like a 2 squad minimum, and then it's not infrequent to have like 4 or 5 squads. And I think all of us are aware of that too. Now, TDM queues. TDM queues on mobile, ever since they removed the time cap, seem to be alive really, really late in the morning, or I guess at night, and really early in the morning. Like, so Mira, when when did you play TDM on mobile? Didn't you say like there was a time where it was really late for the US server, but people were still gaming?
Yeah. It was like I think it was like 6 or 7 a.m. was it for US, and there was 1 TDM going.
Yeah, that type of thing never happens on PC. If it ever happens, like even the peaks for the seasons used to be higher, but now there's like nothing. Also, what the heck is this 0 player count on August 3rd? What happened?
I think that was when Steam was down.
Oh, the servers died. Oh wait, I think wait, Robin, didn't you mention that when the servers died? I think
Oh
Robin
yeah,
mentioned it
wait, that
before.
was the update issue. Yeah, the update issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the update.
No, the server just dead. See, this is the US server on a good day. But yeah, so not necessarily the greatest experience on PC. The times where mobile has 5 queues, we have like 1.5. I think the only times we ever have 2 queues is when Rava's streaming now. I don't think there's ever really 2 queues other than that.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is, like I like no shots at Rava, full shots at Rava. Rava manifests a second TDM queue on a whim. And we will never play an extra mode unless Rava is streaming and saying, hey, let's play an extra mode. Now, there are times where you'll be like, hey, everyone, queue this mode. But nobody ever really wants to queue it. Anyways, I mean, sometimes they will, but for the most part, if you don't have Rava going, let's play Wasteland, gamers, let's play Wasteland, then we're never playing Wasteland. I never got to play Golden Egg Scramble. It's all Rava's fault because she stopped streaming. She streamed. If she streamed the entire day, I would have had my one game of Golden Egg. I got to play. I got on, and was like, all right, I'll play Golden Egg Scramble. And me and Woe, we got on. It's like, let's try the new mode. Rava's streaming it, and then Rava finishes like the last round. And then she's like, all right, let's go to TDM gamers. No more Golden Egg queue. It died instantly. I was never able to play the mode. And so really, the only way you'll be able to play extra modes is if the community bands together for it, which on mobile, it's kind of the same way, but it's not as reliant on someone like R4 Ava streaming.
Yeah, on mobile, like, we weren't able to get, like, 6 Wasteland matches. We killed them always, but we got them. Even after we killed them, like, 30 minutes later, we got another one.
Yeah. And on PC, like, we were telling people to queue Wasteland, and I mean, that's kind of what it's like in PC, but in PC, I'd say it would have taken us like 2 hours to get like an actual Wasteland queue, unless, like, the only way to know if a Wasteland queue or an extra mode queue is going to happen is if you say queue Wasteland, and then people start saying, okay, I'm queuing it. Like, if nobody else is saying, okay, I'm queuing it, it just by default, you just give up after waiting like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, like right now, TDM should be alive. Squads is probably dying. Solos. Solos
Let
is
me
weird.
see.
Solos, you either get a bunch of people one day or you get nobody.
Payne grinded it yesterday.
I'm looking at the Steam's spectate right now. Payne is playing solos. There's a lot of people playing solos. The squad
Yeah.
seems kinda dead. There's a TDM going, but a lot of players are actually playing solos right now.
So tell us about the Pain experience, if you think
He
it's
grinded solos for 8 hours and only ever went up against 10 players.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mobile would never have that. Ever.
And they say mobile is dying.
Like-
It's so funny to me.
Like there's one person that I ran into. I'm not gonna name them, but they know who they are. I don't think they'll actually know that I'm mentioning this, but they had contacted me, being upset that I was using an emulator, and said that, like, they asked me if I knew what it's like to be in a dying community, no matter how hard you try. I was like, oh yeah, I know it. I know it more than most, because figure. When I first came to this community, I was trying to make guides, try to keep the hype for the game going. I unfortunately ran into some personal stuff that prevented me from being able to continue working on videos for a while. Usual just getting stalked by people that was cringe and all that boring stuff. Nobody likes a stalker. Anyways, so they're like, do you even know what it's like to see people that you used to play with all the time leave the community, and then they're like, your friends list, like, you just look at them, they never play. I was like, yeah, my friends list is full of that. I've got so many old names on my friends list, it's unreal. I've had Locust Start from season 2 on my friends list, and they still play the game. But I have so many season 2 names. There's like Steelo, there's Nezin, Korean, just Gabriel players, and then you've got Alayla, which I think I actually removed 4 people to add me. And then there was Hot Wheels, which I don't have on my friends list anymore. I have Left on my friends list still. They don't play anymore. I could just name so many veterans from Season 2, which, for those that might be confused, Season 2 on Steam PC is actually Season 1. We never got a Season 1, so Season 2 is the earliest for PC that we've had, aside from the other PC client. And I've been playing since 2020. I know this because when I had no pilot contract letter to not get my free ROM, and I contacted NetEase about it, they said, oh, it would appear that the novice sign-in rewards, the driver pilot gift, was not in it. It was not in it. And so now you don't get to have your free pilot. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And so, yes, I played the game for a long time. I get it. It's funny. I get it. It's hilarious. I laugh about it too, but not because I'm laughing out of joy. I'm laughing out of sadness. But they like the message that I got on mobile was that and 2022 is when your account made. Why is the sound clip so loud or so long? Because that's the one that was available on Sound Alerts. So I would make one myself, but I don't care enough. But yeah, in 2022 or 2020, they're like, yeah, it didn't exist. The free pilot didn't exist. So tough luck. See you later. Let us know if we can help you with anything else. So I got screwed over for being a veteran player. I don't get my free ROM pilot. So that means on mobile I'm never gonna have the ROM pilot because I don't want to grind ROM pilot gifts. I don't want to. Okay.
I mean, it's kind of a flex that you don't have it.
It is honestly. It's honestly kind of a flex. Now that you bring it up, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Now you bring it up, that's right. It is a flex. Woey, you're going to get that pilot contract letter and you used it. Mira, you got that pilot contract letter and you used it. I did not. I'm one of the few people who do not have the pilot. And what are you going to do about it? Nothing. My account is unique. You got your SS skins, your S skins, $500 here, $1,000 there. Rava's level 12 super perk. So that's like $5 bajillion, also known as like nearly $4,000. But I'm sitting here. Please tell me it's not 5,000.
It's 5,600 if you use $10, but 6,200 if you use $100.
Round of applause for Rava for whaling, keeping the SMC community alive on PC. Let's go. If it weren't for Rava, we wouldn't have this. If it weren't for Rava and GG3L, actually, we wouldn't have the PC community.
But Rava, stop.
Well, that's where I have to take the torch. Now I have to wail. Don't worry, Rava. I will carry the community that you were carrying. At least in context of PC. On mobile, I'm not carrying the mobile community. They carry themselves for the most part. But yeah, I feel like with the state of like the PC community, a lot of the mobile players should expect. Yeah, Gabriel. Okay, so let me ask you a question, Rody. What do you know about Gabriel? You know what? How about I ask you a question? What do you know about Gabriel? Big gun. Okay. Counter-Strike up. It's not the Counter-Strike up, it's the auto sniper. Oh, Nakira. Hello, Nakira. The thing is, the game die and gets removed on Steam, we will not get our money back. That's true. Although, whenever you play any game and spend a lot of money on it, you should always remember that you're never getting your money back. And one day, the product that you paid for can just be stripped away from you. And that's the risk that you inherently take by playing games like SMC or gacha games. Like, for example, I've spent $4,000 on Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact ever shuts down. Now I just live with the rest of my life that I wasted my money, and I can't even see what I wasted it on. And so, I feel like what mobile players should do is acknowledge that PC is eventually going to be moving to mobile. I feel like once SMC shuts down on Steam, I feel like that's actually kind of slowly getting there. Like when you think about it, this PvE mode might be the last thing that PC version gets. And if it flops, what reason does NetEase have to keep the PC version going? Like,
None.
it's-
Even the money they get don't do anything for them because they already are a billion-dollar company.
yeah.
They
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 get
didn't
zero
even
profit
spend their
from this.
money.
Million-dollar company that doesn't spend their money on anything.
You know, Rhodey's actually putting in a lot of work for the SMC community. Going to NetEase headquarters and pick it for the PC version. Honestly,
So true.
Alright, shut up, bot. I got a cringe bot in here, so please ban it. I can't ban it.
I don't have mod.
Here, I'll give you mod. Alright, /mod sleepy underscore. How many Ys is it? 2 Ys?
2.
There you go.
Time to ban this.
Alright,
It's
Well,
already
like, so-
banned.
They didn't even spend money on the license for Promare for the US server, so
yeah, that's another thing. Is like the US that's actually true. That actually is something that makes me wait. What if they shut down the US server and keep Asia up?
I think
What if our
there
only
was-
option is Asia?
for that, I think there was already like, how do you call it? I have forgot the word, but it's like people theorize that it's might be happening that NA is gonna shut down.
Just everyone's gonna have to move to Asia.
Yeah, and then only Asia exists for Steam.
So what's making people come up with these theories? The same reason why I'm coming up with them, which is just
Uh,
Asia's getting
I-
love and care, and we're getting like the scraps.
I don't know where I heard it from. It wasn't exactly a theory, like it was. I can't really remember as it was a few, like 1 or 2 months ago, and my memory is garbage. But it was like said by someone in NetEase, but I'm not sure anymore.
Is it in the
But it was
SMC
about
Discord?
some. Yeah, in the somewhere in the SMC Discord, it should be there.
Let's see. Shutdown. We're gonna search shutdown. Oh, well, we got an ad. Why can I not pause it? Well, you got a question, but I'm gonna tell you when the ads are over. Let me see if I can go to my creator dashboard and turn off the ad that I have been unfortunate enough to have bestowed upon my viewers. I don't have my second Firefox open, so give me a moment. But so reason why I come up, or why I'm thinking that we're basically at the end game, or I mean I guess the end game of US servers, just because we're not making them a lot of money, and the majority of the player base is inside Asia. Like, you can't deny that Asia is the majority. Like, I don't think anyone actually does deny that. Like, so we go back to the chart here. All these peaks are Asia. Also, the ad break is over, so now you can answer Corruption's question, Chloe. It is, what
Well-
about the account transfer over to Asia if NA server gets shut down?
I would love for them to, do something like that, but I'm not sure. I mean, they
For
did have the
account
PSP transfer
transfer-
event when Steam was released, so maybe, just maybe, there's a chance they could do something like that. But
Which, by the
Yeah,
way,
but the problem with like an account transfer is like, what if the other person already has an account over there? Would it be like
well, Well,
a
basically,
merge.
what he's talking about is kind of like how they handled the PC to Steam transfer, which I actually came from that version, so I can tell you how it worked. Um, we got a mail after we had appropriately linked our like accounts with user IDs and stuff. Once it was finished, we all got mail in the SMC mail thing, and it had all the mechs that we had. I actually believe. Oh wait, that's right. So I talked about it earlier, like earlier this week to you guys, but that I forgot that for all the mechs that you owned, it actually gave you that mech. So if you already owned Gabriel, it would give you like 8,000 gold. But if you didn't own Gabriel, you would get Gabriel. Um, and so I think what they'll do is that you won't get your skins. You'll just get all your crystals that you paid for back. Um, and you'll get like all the mechs that you had from the previous thing. It all just comes in the mail. So they saved up, like for example, in the old PC version, you have to pay through their website, which I believe still exists. You can still pay through that. I think it was used for mobile transactions. But let me see if I can find. No, I don't think I can find the top up page. But basically, um, you just in my case, I think I had like 12,000 crystals or something that I got from the rebate event, which was 120% as opposed to 100%, which they might do for when you transfer over, if they do. Also, I'm thinking for the next podcast, I'll have a current topic text. I think I'll just add that for now. It'll be really jank, but it'll help keep people who are uh, not really looking constantly on the loop. Topic NA shutdown. We'll go with NAPC shutdown. And we'll put that up here. All right, so I think what might happen is just you get that letter in the mail that has all your mechs, uh, has all your pilots. What you don't have, you then get added to your account. What you do have, you get gold/crystals for. I think that's what's going to happen. And so that makes me curious to ask you, Wowie, what do you think would happen to your account, considering that you've got like a fair share of stuff? Do you think you would be like a billionaire in crystals that you would then just have no like? Would you even have attachment to the Asia account?
I don't know.
Because like, do you have an attachment on your account right now? Just because you've had it the entire time, you've got like your Gabe skin and all that. What would it
Yeah.
impact you? How would it impact you?
I mean, being able to, uh, well, rather receiving crystals rather than skins would just be
Slap in the
very,
face.
yeah. Because then you just gotta essentially wait for the banner to come around again. And that's if it comes around again. Like, what if it's a Grand Belm skin?
Yeah, and that's not even mentioning how you might not even have enough crystals to get all the skins that you had because you could have gotten lucky. Like for
Yeah.
example, you got an SS, right? Which SS did you get? That was like in like 20 pulls just for your free
Was it
pulls.
Firestar? No, not Firestar. What was it?
Was it Michael?
Might have been.
Yeah, because I think Firestar was available at that time. Um, so it might have been Michael because I remember like oh yeah, and then there's also like where like I have like an SS that I got on Asia. Now let's say I have to move to mobile. I'm never going to get that SS back. I didn't pay for it. I got it for free.
Right.
Hello, I am work for NetEase. I want to offer a keep PC server alive. The price is higher than any competitor. The quality is terrible. Rootkit. Incredibly, nothing is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize, go to discord.g. What is this server invite link? Rody, if this is like your server invite, I'm deleting your message and I'm banning you for life.
Speaking of Discord servers,
Yeah, we have a Discord for the podcast for anyone who wants to join. Please join. Oh, we'll be letting you. It's the Defend the Universe Discord server. Well, it is my server, so I guess you live. No, but yeah. So we have the podcast server. Anyone's welcome to join. You can leave us some suggestions there if you'd like. Oh God, it's Rody. Rody joined the server. So we got suggestions, and we'll also put in the stuff that we discussed on the podcasts. Please don't. God, it's happening. It's happening. This is why Rhodey's not allowed to touch a computer. Anyways,
and we also have the podcast translations channel.
Yeah, so anything that we translate, whether we get like hams or something to officially translate, or just Google and we try to fill in the gaps of what is not cringe, then we'll post it in there. Well, we did a fantastic job in doing the like formatting and stuff for Lancelot, Matilda, getting the backstory sorted out and all that. So if you're interested in looking at that, it's all listed there. Including like the primary weapons, secondary attack skills, all that. So that'll be the plan, and yeah, so we'll have episodes, which I'm not sure what we'll use that for. Is that just where I'm going to post all the VODs?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have the episodes there, podcast images in case we translate images and just put them there, or we use them for some reason, then they'll be there. Gotta leave a message for Rody to cheer him up a bit. I didn't mean to hurt him. I'm sorry, Rudy. But anyways, let's go back and we'll look at the SMC Steam charts. We got a lot of red. A lot of red in here.
The pilot.
Wait, what about the pilot?
Pilot red is in there.
I can't believe you. So, as you can see, the gain is constantly just red. And this is like primarily the interest from the US server. And you know what's interesting is when the game first came out and had that 2.2k like amount, I feel like a ton of that must have been Asia, because it was not feeling like that on the US server.
I can look at the peak and then at the average.
Yeah, I know, but like, what do you think of like what server? Like, do you think the US like what percentage do you think was the US server in that 2.2k peak? I think it was like 20%.
You would have said like maybe 30.
No, but here's the thing though. That makes me say like it might have been like only 20%, because when the US server started dying, there was still a lot of people playing.
Oh
Like-
yeah, the US server started dying very early in
Yeah, so I think
like
a lot
around
of that
season
is
5,
Asia.
season 6. Like that's where it really started dying.
Like me and she, when we used to play, I used to consider 900 players online at once as dead. I was like, oh, the game's dead right now. That was a mistake. That was a huge mistake.
You look at it now.
Yeah, I look at it now, I'm like, look at how far we've fallen. Actually
we will
insane.
never get to 900 again.
Yeah, never. And if we did, it's all in Asia. Like, if everyone gets forced into Asia for, like, a transfer your account now event.
Like if you
And-
look at peak, it hasn't been at 900 since December 2021. Like at peak players at 900.
Yeah. And it's like, in mobile, I would estimate there's probably like 2,000 people playing at a time. But I'd imagine most of them are Asia players. But that's another thing to note is CN is way larger than what mobile and PC is combined, I would say. And the only way you're going to CN is if you give the CCP all of your information by making a Bilibili account with your ID and phone number, and give them your ID. They know your address. They know everything. So I'm not gonna touch that. You think if Nettie's ever contacted me for doing official events that they might want me to make a Bilibili account?
Oh goodness.
If they ever tell me to make a Bilibili account, if they ever actually approached me, I would say no. I would shoot it down immediately.
I don't think you have to.
But
Like,
mobile is, I'm sure mobile's having a decline. But I don't think mobile had as huge of a decline as we've had.
definitely not.
We lost half of the player base in 3 months.
Yeah, we lost them like instantly.
And here's the thing, I did everything that I could to garner hype for this. I'm sure Rhodey could actually attest to this, because for those of you that don't know, Rhodey is my friend. I've known Rhodey for a while. Too long. Anyways, when SMC first came to Steam, I think I actually asked Rhodey. No, I honestly think we're more of acquaintances, Rhodey, but I mean, I was only saying friends to make you feel better. But I'd say we're more acquaintances. Anyways, Rhodey had to Rhodey had to put up with a lot of my, hey, you should try SMC when it first came out on Steam. On PC, I think I brought it up to him before as well. On the old PC version, I was like, hey, Rhodey, I'm playing this SMC game. And he's like, this game looks like trash. I hate this. This looks stupid. I don't want to play a stupid game. Meanwhile, he's playing Tarkov, which is equally as bad, if not worse. But yeah, he had to put up with me asking him if you want to play if you want to play SMC, and the majority of my friends back then I had always approached saying, hey, you want to try SMC? And the few people that I did get to try SMC enjoyed it, but it was too buggy to play. The launcher was breaking, the game itself was breaking, the sound was breaking, the game was lagging. Like, you guys remember how bad post updates would be, right? Where, like, even if it was like a slight hotfix for something, you load in an SMC and
It
You're-
took ages.
yeah, it was really laggy. And thankfully, it's not as bad now, but it still happens to some people. You guys remember when people would complain about low frame rate bugs all the time, and people in Gen Chat would be like, "Oh, try putting a resolution of 1.2. Try putting it at 0.8." Do you remember
Yeah.
any of that? Yeah, that was the common stuff. But I think one of the points I've always brought up about how NA never got the Promare license, I think that does actually show that NA might be getting phased out soon, because, I mean, we got the Sakugan thing, but not Promare. And so I think we might be getting cooked soon, fellas. I think if PvE doesn't hit it, I think we're done for. And I mean, I've tried to do a lot for the community, whether it be through videos. Oh goodness, it's so bright. Okay, thank goodness we're back. Like, I've tried to do a lot for the community. I've made a lot of guides, try to make some funny moments to give people some stuff to watch that isn't so serious or specific. And
You
then
ran a tournament.
I ran that tournament, which was great. I'm still proud of this tournament because initially it was supposed to be me and Lehman live, and they basically ghosted me during like the entire setup of the tournament. So the vast majority, actually no, all of the setup for this tournament, other than like a pre-rendered like video that Lehman gave me, it was all me. I made the logos, I made the graphic design, I had the structure for the tournament, I did all the planning, I did the day planning. Uh, he was supposed to provide the funding for the tournament at the very beginning for getting tickets. Um, and he dipped. Like I'd asked him, like, "Hey, how many tickets do you have for this tournament?" And he said, "Enough." Like I would ask him, like, to just be able to estimate if we need to have a cap, but he just kept leaving it as a vague, just, "Oh, I have enough. Don't worry about it." At the end of the day, he ended up just not showing up at all, and Wowie came in clutch when it came to tickets, because I had done the math to estimate how many tickets I would need, and I wouldn't be able to afford the rest of the tickets if matches went to the final round, and so Wowie came in clutch there and got some tickets. So thank you for that, Wowie. Um, and so like we may not have ended up using those tickets, but it did very, very much so help me with the stress that I had. But yeah, like the tournament planning, the dates, the way that this tournament was structured, communicating to players, all of that was me. I mean, I did have helpers. I don't really remember much about what helpers did, but I think Mira was one of them. I think they generally helped out a bit. And then we had
Yeah.
Rava. We had Rava with the co-casting after Lehman was supposed to be like a co-caster, and yeah, like I wasn't in it for the money. Um, I didn't care about the money. People subscribed and stuff, which I really appreciated. But I when I hosted this tournament, I was not in my mind at all that, oh, I'm gonna get a lot of subs. Um, and so like I just really wanted to give to the community because that's what I've always done. So this tournament, I was very proud of this tournament. It was very very fun all around to host even.
Yeah, it even went really great.
I want to host another tournament, but I can't find it in me to do it. Like I wanted to do one for the start of this season or the next season, but every time I've gotten around to actually thinking about setting it up, it's like, man, this community is dying. Like, what am I going to do? Like, how do I even provide a good event? And
My problem is like, who would even sign up for it?
that's what I mean. Like, Foster would be interested, and I mean, you would be interested, and
Yeah, like the people in the mob server, like they would be interested. But
yeah.
outside of that, it's like only TDM players would be interested, like the main TDM players that actively talk to each other, that are English speaking. Those would be the only one that would join.
I would actually pay Rhodey to compete in a tournament. I would pay Rhodey to compete. I would love to see that. I would tell Rhodey to play Gabriel. But like, yeah, so it's just I've tried to do a lot for the community, and I know that a lot of people actually appreciate it. And um, only if DTU is a sponsor, yeah, sure. It's a lot of Robux on the line. Um, but yeah, like mobile players, like I I have like this thing where like I love playing mobile, but like if I took the time to play on my phone and get the hang of it, I know I would. I've already hit air shots and stuff on my phone in a car ride, and like it's not that like if I don't. I feel like if I tried to put in the time to get good with mobile devices and playing it on my phone, that I actually would be able to compete at a level that I do now. Maybe it'd be a little jankier, I will admit, because I mean, yeah, but I've played on a controller and I had to learn a whole different input method just for SMC. And I just feel like I can do it, but the reason I don't is because I prefer to play in a way that makes me comfortable, and I understand that bothers mobile players, but quite literally, my response to it is that you're just going to have to deal with it. I'm not the only emulator player. I'm not going to be the last emulator player. Um, and really, if SMC does die on PC, mobile is going to have a tough time. Like we already seen some familiar faces playing um, SMC Mobile, and whether they're playing on phone or on emulator, I'm not sure. But like we even seen Executy yesterday.
Yeah, he was streaming earlier.
Oh, was he streaming today?
Yeah, he was streaming mobile SMC on the emulator.
Okay, so Executy does play emo. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's another thing is that people from PC are going to start moving to mobile, much like how in the past where um when this game first came out on Steam, people were like, "Oh, just move to Asia. That's where all the good players are, and it's more active there." Eventually, that's the people on Asia and the people on US are starting to say instead of moving to Asia, it's more of like either move to Asia or mobile. And now in Asia, it's like either play at this specific time or move to mobile. And so I feel like mobile players are going to have to essentially brace for impact. And I feel like having hostility towards emulator players is not going to be the best choice because it's still ultimately the same community that we're trying to have. If we try to fight each other over, oh, you're on emulator, or oh, you're on controller, or, oh, you're on phone, like at the end of the day, we're all trying to just shoot mechs and enjoy the game. If it affects your enjoyment, um, really, like for me, I went up against emulator players when I was on mobile, and to me, it was just that's just the reality. You're going to come across mobile or emulator players whether you like it or not, and just play it. Just try to have fun in the way that you have fun. Like even nowadays, when I play SMC, people probably think that I try hard, but really, I'm actually trying my best to do the opposite. I still have a lot to learn when it comes to having more fun. Uh, I end up doing stuff that is still like try hardy sometimes, which is not really my intention. I try my best to have more and more fun, and part of the reason why I'm able to have more fun nowadays is actually because of Wowie being able to support me in it. Before I used to be a very try hardy player. People used to be afraid of approaching me, and people still are, just mainly because of the I guess what would you say the reputation that I developed,
I'd say so.
and so I really don't want people to think that I'm trying hard. Like if you go up against me, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to like down you and leave you alone at most. The only times I kill is during ace time and stuff. Yeah, pit shots are fun though. Like pit shots are like people probably think that when I'm going for pit shots, I'm like doing like the most severe calculation possible, and like for me, it's like I've studied it enough to where now I understand how it happens, and I just kind of aim where I should now. I don't even really think about it anymore. Um, and I'm not doing it as like a toxic thing. The only times I ever really go hard on people is whenever they're bullies. If they're bullying in Gen Chat and stuff, I will single that person out and bully them. Because I don't like when people
Just
are,
like
are
in
toxic.
mobile.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm also gonna make videos on pitch shots soon enough, now that I feel like I've got enough bully hunters. Ain't no way that you just said that in my chat. Ain't no way you just said that in my chat. But it's just I don't know. I just feel like if any mobile players are watching or listening to this, there is going to be a wave of emulator players just soon enough. I feel like the US server is on its last leg. Uh, I'm surprised it hasn't been executed yet. Like, it's just been crying for the past, like, year, being like, "Please end me. I can't give you money anymore, Netties. People are just hacking on me now." Like, it should be killed. Like the Pinnacle, the Sunday Pinnacle had 4 people, wasn't it?
The first one had like 7. The other had 4. No,
The-
no. Wait. The first one had like 7. The other 5.
And I don't even think that's just because of like rank restrictions. Wait, were there rank restrictions for this Pinnacle, or was this like the first Pinnacle? I think the first 2 Pinnacles that
Yeah,
happened.
that was the first 2 Pinnacles that happened, and a lot of people are already in Super, so rank restriction is not an issue. It's just no one plays them.
Yeah, and in mobile, I think Pinnacles still fill up instantly.
Yeah.
Wowie,
Yeah.
you better start getting attached to your Asia account.
Oh no.
You better start leveling up that Gabriel. That's another thing that sucks is that when your account gets transferred over, you don't get the XP that you had on your other mechs. You're just stuck with it.
Damn, I'm gonna lose my level 60 Aurora.
That sucks. That's actually horrible. But yeah, any emulator players that might be listening or watching right now, or just the YouTube VOD when it gets uploaded, it's not going to be a fun time. Probably if you have the wrong mindset, I advise trying to get a different mindset towards emulators because it's growing. Also, I just realized I just outed somebody out as an emulator player during this podcast. We outed somebody as an emulator player. It's over. Oh no. But yeah, like you can attack me as much as you want for being an emulator player, but I don't care. I never will. Yeah. What do you two think about the state of the PC community?
It do be quite sad.
It's totally great.
So,
Yeah.
what makes you the saddest, Wowie, about the state of the PC community right now?
Well, essentially, I guess it's kind of like a little nostalgia factor in that season 2, you had a lot of players, right?
Yeah, there's
And
so much stuff.
the game actually looked good.
Oh yeah, that's another thing is that the graphics got downgraded on PC, and I think on mobile they've always been the same, but on PC they were pretty good graphics, and they got downgraded.
Yeah, they were beautiful.
Yeah, now we got like mobile graphics.
They went from China version graphics to mobile. Damn.
Yeah.
We got scammed.
Do you think maybe what happened was that they accidentally published a version that wasn't like from CN, and were like, actually, no, wait. I think I know what my original theory was. Is that the new graphics were too unoptimized for PC, so they just canned it and went for the simpler graphics.
Perhaps.
So, what else like affects you, Louis? Is it just like looking at like your friends list and seeing it as like a wasteland?
I mean, I guess that too.
Like in mobile, you'll see a lot of the same people, but it'll be a lot of people, and the Gen Chat will be super active. The only time Gen Chat is super active is when Dead Wrong is complaining about cheaters who don't even exist. Like, I've been called a cheater by Dead Wrong. Always been called a cheater. I think Mira, probably Pain. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Pain definitely.
Dead Wrong calls everyone a cheater. Never believe what Dead Wrong says, but there are cheaters, or at least there were a lot of cheaters in US, which I say a lot, but really it was only like 4 or 5 people that you would know of. But that's like 20% of the U.S. community. Like if you got into a TDM with Kazu on the other team, like it was either you throw, if you're on Kazu's team, or you try to like single out like where Kazu isn't looking and then have someone distract Kazu. Other than that, like you couldn't really have a fun TDM experience. Um, and obviously, like if you have the mindset of just I'm just here to have fun and shoot stuff, like it doesn't really bother you. But there is like a level to most people that there is a point in which it's not that it's tilting you; it's just that it's annoying to go up against. You can't play the game the same way that you always do because someone's just cheating. Um, and like there was just too many cheaters at the time, and now it's just gotten worse. In the sense that we now have a dying community with like one cheater that still plays, and yeah, like it's just falling apart now. I feel like my friends list in SMC is the biggest collection of old players that currently exists. Um, and I kind of feel bad because I could have had like the ultimate like player dictionary of old players on my friends list if I didn't remove them for someone like R4A, but oh no.
Uh, I mean, for me, like big fans is pretty much an entire collection of old players.
Yeah, but the thing is, Big Fans has people that play still.
Not there's like only like let me look.
Oh yeah, we've
Active
also
members. There's actually like six
my point exactly.
six six active members. The other 50 are just hasn't worked in 30 days.
But yeah, it's like um, it's just sad looking at the state of the PC community. Like, well, I'm sure you might have some memories where maybe when you were starting out, you were playing Gabriel and you had like maybe a wholesome 100 Aurora player on your team that you connected with and was like, hey, let's play some more. And then you play some more, and then they never got back online again. I feel like everyone's ran into that type of thing. And for me, there's people like Alianis who still appear on rare occasion, and it like activates like a SMC like nostalgia feeling that makes me feel so weird. It's like an existential feeling because Alianis Alianis was very closely in contact with Alayla. And Alayla was very close in contact with everyone in succession. So you had Kaishoji, Hot Wheels, Mocha, um, just a ton of people. Um, and I was very close to that group because for a while it was Uwu clan versus versus Succession. There was a rivalry going on between those clans, and then we merged. Um, and so seeing people like Ilianis just reminds me of what that was like, and I'm never going to see those players again. Sometimes maybe they'll appear once. I mean, Woe's had a few moments where she's like, "Whoa, I haven't seen that person in ages."
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the most recent run we had with that?
MMO 2020.
Yeah. You know who MMO 2020 is, Mira?
Yeah, have heard the name before, like back then.
Not to get confused with popular MMOs, the Minecraft YouTuber. But yeah, it's like we've even been losing streamers for the game. Like we've lost Rava more recently, um, but we've also lost Rocker as well. And Rocker was a popular SMC streamer. And we used to have Savage Zeppeli, who had a lot of viewership. Savage Zeppeli the reason Freeman is still playing the game? Like, is he the reason why Freeman even gave the game a chance?
I have no idea.
Because I don't think Freeman existed before Savage Zeppeli started streaming. And so it's just like the streamer side's also been dying. Like I haven't been streaming much because the game it's not fun to stream PC anymore because just bot matches and the only option is playing TDM and like look, it's fun playing TDM for a little bit, but I my initial love for SMC came from squads and solos and stuff. And back in the old PC version, you didn't get to play TDM whenever you wanted, so it makes sense. So what about you two? What modes do you prefer?
Anything that lets me pew pew.
Yeah, but I'm sure you have a preference, right?
Probably squads.
What about solos? Okay,
It's fun.
if you could rank the modes, how about that? In an ordered list, would you have it squad, solos, and TDM?
I guess, yeah.
What about you, Mira?
Would put squads very high up. TDM I do enjoy, but I don't. Sometimes I just hate it. And solos I don't like it all. I'm not a 1v1 player. I can't solos.
You see, that's a problem, is that you see solos as a 1v1 player. Like a 1v1 situation. But
It's always gonna end up as a 1v1.
But solos shouldn't be that way. In mobile, it's like there's like 5 people at once in solos. Solos is now
that's-
like the 1v1 BR mode. It's like what
Yeah,
Arena
that's-
was before Arena existed.
Yeah. That's why I don't like it. If
I
it
like
was
it
like
because it's boring.
squads,
Like
yeah, you just run around the entire time. Wait for the last player to have a 1v1 with him.
yeah, and then you kill them. Like for me, it's like most of the time I just kill them. Like I don't really run to stressful situations in solos. It's like you die in pilot combat. Oh well, I guess I'm going into 6 bot matches now. And so, state of the PC community certainly in shambles. What do you mean by what happened with Snow, Vosto? Are you asking if Snow's had any changes? Or are you referring to Snow Mirage, I should say?
Snow Mirage got deleted?
Oh yeah, that's true. Snow Mirage did get like deleted in the most recent patch. They had a declaration of fair play.
So true. We can't blame Pain for that.
Didn't you message an SMC? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, boss. Still. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Yazers. Did you send a message in SMC, Wowie?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you say?
Did you know? Snow Mirage. That's it.
Very creative.
I mean, oh, Wowie, I'm sorry, but I've just I've overwritten your SMC session.
I see that.
Cause I was opening it to kind of look at stuff for more points about what I can say that I'm on your account. I mean, I guess I'm just staying on your account now. I don't know why. But you weren't in the match, were you? I hope I didn't get you killed.
Well,
You were in a match. Okay then.
Yeah, TDM as well.
Oh no. Oh no. The game is
No, you
getting
have to-
melted.
No, you have to play a TDM.
Oh no, now I'm stuck in a team deathmatch? I don't know.
yeah.
And Rock is in here?
We got stuck in a TDM against Castle.
Whoa, what is this? You should have asked if
Have
me and
fun.
Mira wanted to stack. It would have went a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm in a Kazu match. I guess I will see if I can get SMC to show up here. Game capture. Yeah, here we go. Let me get Mira. Let me add Mira in here. I mean, if you want to take the wheel back, well, you can.
It's fine.
Alright, we got Mira back in here. I guess I got an improvised SMC a match here.
I just beat up Kazu. It will be fine.
I don't remember my settings anymore. Okay, there we go. Alright, well now I'm in for a real treat here. I don't wanna be in here. Let's see if I can bully a little bit here. Energy tap. Oh, it's the Gabriel terminal.
Damn, he's playing Trio?
Oh, I'm being assaulted by a death knell now. That's not cool. I'm missing a ton. It's so weird playing on a high frame right now.
Yeah, after playing mobile for like 4 days, like, Steam hurts my brain.
This individual thinks they're gonna cook my pilot. Oh, what is that? What is that? I was stuck walking.
Just not working.
Alright, well, I'm thinking we could wrap up the podcast here if and then just end the stream, maybe play some TDM or something.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll ask the last question, which is what buffs or nerfs do you think a mech needs in the next patch?
No, definitely some more.
I hope to see you there, Vosto. I'm gonna try doing it every Wednesday at around 6 EST. And if I fail at that, I'll streamer. I'm getting heckin' massacred here. Don't worry, I got this. Cryo gun.
I think they should nerf Daphne's damage next patch.
It is actually, wait. Why don't they make it so that in Death Knell's next form, they just or like in his like sacrifice form, whatever the heck it's called. Why don't they just make it to where you do reduce damage?
Like,
Probably just that you
it
do.
makes no sense that he has like the revive, but deals double DPS.
Yeah.
It's so broken. It's unnecessarily broken. If you would think he has a revive, he would do reduced damage instead of double DPS.
I'm dead here. This is the Death Knell experience.
And
It's
even
just-
his cooldowns are faster.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that Death Knell just gets higher damage.
And yeah, it's like Raven C1, but without the C1.
Oh, that's my teammate's beacon. Silver beacon. But yeah, what about you, Oi? What mechs do you think need to be buffed / nerfed in the next update?
Anything that's not really used a lot. Andro.
Yeah,
They
but
should
Andros used a lot in mobile.
Fair
Yeah,
point.
because of the homing. Andrew Mobile Andrew actually is pretty
Pretty
alright.
strong, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good pilot killer.
Yeah, one of the best pilot killers actually.
Yeah, we got a full boost
I
of
almost
Hurricane.
died to Andrew when we played mobile in that chaos match. I remember you being speared by 2 Andrews at once. Good old Andrew.
I'll get hit by an ion soon. Oh, never mind. Death now. That's what I mean. Like, Death Knell could just go into... Oh no.
Death is way too strong.
Yeah, I'm dead here. And I can't even, like, do damage to Death Knell.
Man.
Sneak in. Nope. I think we lost. Yeah. Alright, well, I think that'll conclude the podcast here. So thank you for watching. I'll try to stream next Wednesday. And hopefully be a little better at the structure. I think things went smoothly this time, so. So thank you, Mira, for coming. Hopefully we'll have you next time, unless we get a different guest. Me.
Damn, you're your own guest.
Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, like Rhodey. Let's see, who's streaming SMC right now?
Let's see. There's so many Spanish people.
There's a Brazilian streamer. I don't know who to raid. I don't know if I have anyone to raid. I mean, I could raid Nep.
I
Yeah.
guess that's right now.
Alright, we're gonna raid Nep. So thank you. See, I would raid Pixel, but I don't necessarily like the viewer experience. And so I think I'm gonna raid Nep instead. So yeah, thank you for stopping by for the stream. We'll go ahead and raid Nep. She's appears to be crafting a Gundam creature, so we'll go ahead and stop by there. And yeah, hopefully next week we'll have another podcast. Thanks for watching, and
Heck yeah.
see you around. Goodbye.
Bye bye.